May as well grab Mr. Vito back. Again, you can see all the damage. They get stealth. Hey everybody, welcome back and thanks for taking the time to watch Hello Good Game. Today we are playing with a Halloween themed deck revolving around vampires and Vito Thorn of the Dusk Rose. This is a legendary creature vampire cleric. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. We can pay 5 creatures you control, gain a lifelink until end of turn. So all of the life that we're able to gain on our attack, once we've paid 5, given them all life gain, will convert into damage through Vito's ability, even if he dies within the interaction. So, Vito was a vampire and a cleric. We also have a vampire cleric here with Cleric of Life's Bond. This is a 2/2, and whenever another cleric enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. And when we combine this with Vito's ability, it will deal 1 damage, right? So whenever a cleric enters the battlefield under our control, not only do we gain a life, but we'll be dealing 1 damage as well. And whenever you gain life for the first time each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Cleric of Life's Bond. So it's a 2/2. It'll become a 3/3, 4/4, 5/5, 6/6 as the turns progress if it's not removed. Those are 2 of the main cards that the deck revolves around. We have also Orah, Skyclave, Hierophant, a 3/3 with lifelink, and whenever Orah, the Hierophant, or another cleric you control dies, return target cleric card with lesser converted mana cost from your graveyard to the battlefield. This is not a vampire, but it is a cleric, and almost all of our cards within the deck are vampires or clerics. The only 2 that are not each is the Hierophant and the Scavenger with the Vessel, I believe. The Oblivion is a vampire cleric. The Bond is vampire cleric. Vito is vampire cleric, right? And then we also have the vampire cleric within Drana, the last Bloodchief. And this is really cool because it will convert our non-vampires into vampires. It's a 4/4 with flying, and whenever Drana, the last Bloodchief, attacks, defending player chooses a non-legendary creature card from your graveyard, and then we get to return that card to the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. It's a vampire in addition to its other types. It's a bummer we don't get to grab the Hierophant because it is a legendary, but what we can grab is the Archfiend's Vessel, and that will allow it to come in to play as a 5/5 flying demon. Very good. Not a vampire, still very spooky though. Speaking of Archfiend's Vessel, we get into Malakir Rebirth, entering the battlefield tapped, adding a black to our pool. At instant speed for 1, choose target creature, you lose 2 life until the end of turn. That creature gains. When this creature dies, return to the battlefield under its owner's control tapped, which is very, very cool. You know, this costs 1. We can easily play that on our Vessel to bring it back as a 5/5. We can also protect high value targets of ours, like Life's Bond, like Vito, like our Hierophant, and like Drana, right? Not that you shouldn't be protecting Nighthawk Scavenger or Nullpriest of Oblivion either. They're just not as important or major engines. The Nullpriest of Oblivion doesn't need protecting because its value comes from it entering the battlefield. It's a 2/1 with Menace and Lifelink, kicker for 4, so a total of 6. When Nullpriest of Oblivion enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So we have basically ways to return everything we want back into play, except for the Hierophant, right? The only way to return the Hierophant from play is to have the Bloodchief die when the Hierophant is already in play. So you'd be playing it on top of itself, which is kind of weird, but it would trigger the Cleric entering the battlefield and then the ability again. So you could get 2 triggers of Clerics entering the battlefield for life gain on Vito. That's the only upside there, but again, you're just burning through your cards at that point. It's kind of weird. So the Nullpriest of Oblivion, kicker for 6, will help us return the Skyclave from the graveyard back into play, and then the other things will return lesser converted mana cost into play. And then finally, and not least, for our creatures anyways, we have Nighthawk Scavenger, Flying Death Touch Lifelink. Its power is equal to 1+ the number of card types among cards in our opponent's graveyard. So instant, sorcery, enchantment, creature, land, stuff like this, right? So it can go up to 7 total +1. So an 8/3 potentially for 3. Amazing value. Even without the Flying Death Touch Lifelink, you add that in there, it gets so much better. And now I believe the only other creature we didn't talk about was Zagras, Thief of Heartbeats. This is a 6-drop 4/4 Flying Death Touch Haste. It costs 1 less to cast for each creature in your party. Other creatures you control have Death Touch. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a Planeswalker, destroy that Planeswalker. Absolutely amazing. Giving all of our other creatures Death Touch is the huge plus here. seeing as we have First Strike available within the Skyclave, which we'll get to lastly here. And then reducing the cost by, I believe, up to 2, because we have a Rogue and we have a Cleric. So, you know, we could drop this down to, what, a 4 drop potentially. So that's actually pretty good value. A 4/4 for 4 with Flying Death Touch Haste that gives everything else Death Touch and can kill Planeswalkers on one swipe. So really good value within Zagras there. And then I alluded to the Maul of the Skyclaves. 4 copies of this. An artifact equipment. When it enters the battlefield, you automatically equip it to a creature you control. Equipped creature gets +2/+2, has flying, and First Strike. The First Strike, Death Touch equals instant kills, basically. That's absolutely amazing. It doesn't matter if they survive the interaction or not, because your damage hits first before theirs does, and your damage has Death Touch tagged to it, hopefully. And then, you know, just giving a +2/+2 to something with life gain, or lifelink, I should say, like the Hierophant, push it to a 5/5, and now not only does it have evasion, so it can get around the defender so it doesn't die, it's converting 5 damage through itself plus 5 life gained, which can convert into another 5 damage through Vito and also push up our Cleric, right? So a lot of really cool interactions within the deck. We've got 2 Fabled Passages. Typically this just pulls out a second Swamp for Drana, a second Plains for our Maul of Skyclaves to equip organically, and then, you know, potentially a single mountain for our Zagra if we need it. And then we've got some Needleverge and Pillarverge pathways if we want to draw organically, because we don't always want to rely on our passage being in our hand. So, you know, if we don't have the red source yet, we can play the Needleverge, and if we already figured it out, then we just play the Pillarverge, which we need anyways. That single mountain, which we'll pull with the passage. We've got 8 swamps. The majority of the deck is black, so a lot of swamps in play, and then, you know, a lot of plains as well, because we don't want to be missing our life spawn. We don't want to be missing our Hierophant drop and our Skyclave. These are really important to our overall game plan as well. No sideboard today. We're playing best of 1 with this janked up theme deck. And again, this was my take on Vampire Halloweens for 2020. I hope you guys all have a great time taking the little kidlets out trick-or-treating through COVID. I don't even know if that's happening. Maybe you guys could all just spend some time and make some goodies and do some in-house spooky activities, right? Who knows? I don't know what it's like out there for Halloween. I'm not a parent, but I do know that most of my audience is adults, so I'll try to talk to that level. All right, guys, thanks for your time and attention. Let's get into today's gameplay footage. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share to a friend. Obviously, you can support financially on Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, and the Amazon link. That would be awesome. Blah, 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 blah. Enjoy the gameplay footage. Most importantly, have yourselves an amazing day, and we'll talk to you when the video wraps up with our closing thoughts and some life-changing news. All right, last try. I'm over it. If you guys are interested in requesting a deck for me to play, I do that for the Patreon, Twitch, and you know, all just the general financial supporters. So get in on that, and, you know, watch me embarrass myself with your list. I mean, in theory, it's there, but we are getting punished. This is actually pretty nice if it can survive, right? We deal 1 damage. And we go to a 3/3, and there won't be a blocker there, which is nice. So it's like we hit for 4. They're playing slow as well. It seems to be Gruul Landfall, or Gruul Adventure, sorry. It's got some landfall in there, but the ooze, of course. They always play that god dang ooze. Man, that's upsetting. Again, we deal the 1 damage. We go up to 4. We get to hit for 4, which is like 5 damage this turn. Down to 11. Not the worst. But this is where it begins to turn in on itself, sadly. we've seen the ooze dominate us, and you know, it's hard for anything else but that to happen, I feel like. Four, 7, 8. Let's attack for 2 and rebirth. Oh no! Oh, they're tapped. They're tapped. I was just about to say the ooze. We forgot about the ooze. They have no mana for the ooze. So it just re-enters, and then we do the 3 damage because of the life, and then the extra for entering again. So it's 4 extra damage there. So, you know, ideally it does work. There's a few things you need to avoid. Hashtag removal. Another innkeeper. So they've got the draw engines, they've got the defenders, but thanks to Vito's ability, we're able to just hit with a huge amount of life gain. And then that the life gain is turned into damage through his ability. Alright, nice game. We've been working for it for a while, right? It's nice that we actually get it. They also have no mana for the ooze, but we have no clerics in the grave. We have Menace there as well, so it needs 2 blockers on the Priest of Oblivion. May as well grab Mr. Vito back. Again, you can see all the damage that gets dealt through the stack, and you know, we even bring him back for next turn, right? So, ooh, GG. Okay, hand looks pretty nice. Oh my gosh. 2 Clerics of Life's Bond. Very nice. The ooze is gross. Mono green in general is gross. Right, if they turn 3 beast, turn 4 henge. Yeah, gross. Oh, that's nice. They both go to 3. That's semi-helpful. I mean, we get around the ooze now, right? We gotta dodge this, Okay, Blessing Beast sucks, but it's not a henge. Grab a land, perfect. This is like the ideal curve out for us, right? Without a doubt. If we can draw a red source, that'd be awesome. If not, Scavenger's just as good. Another beast, which is good, don't get me wrong. Still taking the 4 damage, because now that the vessel's in play, when something else dies, we can bring the vessel back as that 5/5. Oh, never mind. Ooze, forgot about that. We should have attacked with life gain to stop the Lovestruck beasts. Right, we should have, instead of playing the Nighthawk. We're gonna take a lot of damage here, but it's fine. We'll gain it back. It's okay. Sucks. Let's just take the 5, take the 2 kills. They have 4 cards that they can push up. Right? That really sucks for our Hierophant. Like, real bad. The ooze is shutting us down. So good. We need to deal with that ooze. Jesus. They won't risk attacking with the ooze, I don't think. Oh, that was their turn. That's our turn. Okay. I think just take the life gain, push it up to 7. You know, now if it hits us for 7, which will block the Lovestruck Beast, we're just gaining most of that damage back. So we'll use our other Skyclave and just try to push up this Hierophant. And hopefully all the life gain offsets them. I don't care if they block us, it's just the general life gain that we care about. No way, Primal Might. Good game. That's so lucky. I mean, we're at 22. That's good, but just too much, right? Another beast. So do we just throw first strike on? They have no more creatures in the grave, so it's staying at 8. Ha! We also have first strike, so that helps a bit. This dang ooze shut up our Hierophant in a big way, right? Woof. Enclave, they can draw a card. Just cool. Yeah. It costs a bit of mana, which is the good thing. They're down to 3 available. Serpent for 2, protection from multicolored. The Serpent can attack just every turn for free, basically. They're just drawing cards, which sucks. We need a little bit of red for Death Touch. Grody. Serpent can attack, but they might want to block. Another Maul, not bad, not bad. Protection means the damage doesn't happen, right? Can't be dealt damage, so the first strike damage won't even take place. Which sucks. They have a draw engine, so I'm just not sure how this works out for us. I'm glad we've been able to survive thus far, but yikes, right? They have 8 available mana, 9. Down to 5. A questing beast, are you serious? We have first strike, thankfully. It's a good card, though. That is for shizzle. Are you serious? What's up with all of these? Like, normally we would struggle to pull one, and we've pulled all 4 in the top 17. Woof. I wish this would have entered in as a pathway as well. Our bad. Our opponents resorted to roping us now, or like what's going on here? There it is. I guess they're just trying to think their way through it. Let's play with their Edron. No, no, no. I guess debating on whether or not they attack or not. Oh, wow. Wowzers. Wowzers. Primal Might gets around our first strike. So that's sad. Makes sense. We do gain the life, though. Seems weird. Oh, no, our first strike didn't matter because it was so strong. I see. Right? Probably might push it to a 9-9. We were only a 5-5, so we still did our chunk, but wasn't enough. Okay, okay, okay. They need removal for that Drana, that's for shizzle. We're at 29 life, which basically is the saving grace here. We need this ooze out of play. It's done so much work. It's not even funny. One card to rule them. Oh god. Well, Elder Gargaroth also is in a similar category to the ooze there. Nice. Reach on the Gargaroth sucks. This allows us to attack, right? We don't have a non-legendary creature card in our graveyard though, right? So it doesn't really help us at all. Ah! Scavenging ooze. It's awful. It's a good card. Nice. I've never seen 2 lonely creatures hold back such a field before, right? Keep drawing. Yeah, play more Gargaroths. I guess we'll get our 3rd Hierophant in play. Looking for our red source still. Death Touch would be awesome to combine with his first strike. More life gain would be obligeable as well. They do have it. They've got another Primal Might, I bet. Why wouldn't they? The ooze is great. It is. Are you serious? Nice. They survived by 1. That's ridiculous. Oh my god. Good game. Wow. Hand looks a little weird, but I think we'll get there. Especially if we go in slow. We have removal. No need. They're playing slow as well. Oh no, that was supposed to be our planes. Off to a good start here. Let's just roll with it. Pretend like we don't have this cleric. It's a really good hand, and we curved into it well. We missed our 2-drop, but whatever. Are they going to instant speed Village Rites this? Yes, they definitely are. Very good play. You know, it just goes on the stack. It gets sacrificed anyway, so you're not really losing out on anything. You just get to draw 2 cards for 1. It's very nice. Like the 4th land, I guess we don't need. So like, screw you, man. And they milled themselves quite nicely. If we can get Vito in play next turn, that's gonna be what, 12 damage? Woo! Living that vampire life, baby. Oh, never mind. Ouch. Why you do this, bro? I was so excited. And we misplayed our land, so, you know, Skyclave's just sitting in our hand. So this is Cleric. It's awesome! Proxy can enter play again. Alright. If we don't draw planes, we're so screwed. Ah! 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 Maybe we just kill Croxa and we discard the Cleric? I don't know. I don't know. Our opponent's definitely taking their time. They can hit for 2, that's fine. We're winning the race with our Vito. They need to remove it. I think they just want to play El Croxa. Big shout out to you guys for spending your time here today with me on Twitch. As many as you know in the community, it's been a rough couple weeks for me. And hopefully soon it gets better. Today I'm feeling a little bit better. I was just thinking how awesome it is that you know, we do have a pretty cool core community day. This is equal to our... Oh no, this is the kicker to return creature from our grave to the battlefield, which we should do. It costs 5, so we're a little bit out from that. We might have to discard our Bloodchief's Thirst now and rely on pulling a land. It's gonna be real weird. Oh! Step on him. Yup. Okay. Sucks, but I'd rather destroy Kroxa. We still have to deal with that giant. And 2 tridents. Go ahead. Ah, we're still in a bad spot. Let's see if we draw anything good. A Hierophant? Oh, ask and he shall receive. We need to avoid removal and get our life's bond in play. Everybody plays top tier deck. Except for me. I'm the only guy playing regular decks. So sad. Maybe we can just grab the Skyclave there. Oh man, this is just like such a good game. They're just piling on so much value. Too much. Too much. Too much. Nice art. Costs 2 planes here to equip the Skyclave. Oh! Alright, I mean, it's slow, but it does get to where we want to go. I think we'll mulligan though, still. This looks, you know, a lot friendlier. Let's toss a Rebirth. Very light hand. Let's grab our planes. Right. The Rebirth will work really good on the vessel. Ooh. It's pretty good. So we'll try to defend here. Obviously, Yorvo. Oh, oh man, we can deal with that next turn, thankfully. All in, I assume. Wow. We do lose 2 life for the interaction. We gain 1 of it back. And we come away with a 5/5, and then we can kick our Bloodchief's Thirst. It's a weird question. I think we just kill Yorvo, right? And then we can trade with the beast. As far as racing, I don't know if that's in our best interest. I think that they would just pull ahead, especially because they're guaranteed to have more creatures in hand, right? So let's just try to deal with it as it comes our way. Well, the ooze isn't a good thing. It's not the worst, though. Disgusting. We have no creatures. They have their beast and Yorvo. That's pretty lucky of us. And will the ooze be able to instant speed this? Right? I'm pretty sure it will. I have no idea. I think it will be able to. Right, so we need them to spend all of their mana here. They have 5, they can go to 6, so that's unlikely. Really? You dog. And I'm pretty sure with this 1 spare mana, they'll be able to instant speed this vessel from our grave before it can get into exile. Right? Like, they could do it right now, I think, while it's in the grave. Right? And then this ability will fizzle. Yeah. And that's game. Oof. Land looks great, hand looks weird. Let's take it, though. At a certain point, let's just play these matches out. Let's get our vessel in play. Robber. No blocks for now. Let's grab some of that life back, and now we can trade with the Nullpriest or just keep taking the damage, whichever. The worst thing about the robber is them playing from our library. Yeah, we're gonna put that to a stop. No attacks will block the war leader. Ooh. Nahiri. I've struggled to get this to work, but watch our opponent do it flawlessly. So we need, you know, a good drop. Probably block with the vessel. Play our Hierophant over top of the other to trigger it. Oh my god. Are you serious?
Help me remake this world.
Wow. That makes Nahiri alright. Hey? No attacks here. Crazy. Let's take the life gain. That's not the worst. We have Death Touch. Their best bet would just be to leave it, I think. Yeah. We gain 3 life, which is good. Another Nuhiri. No wonder they let it hit. Ha! That's ridiculous. I guess the damage probably just goes straight to us. And then they attack for 5, 6, 7, 10. Wow. Maybe we should have defended. That's a lot of damage. Alright, let's kick this. Let's put our vessel in as the 5/5. Kill Nuhiri. Let's take our life back.
Kick rocks. Maybe I used the wrong approach.
Gross. Down to 12. We get hit for a billion. Wow. That's actually a Winota deck I've never seen. And it comes out as a 5/5. Wow. That's absolutely insane. Another war leader. Wow. It's spooky how bad this deck is performing today, at least for me. We're gonna play one more match, but it's just it's what in the world, right? We're 0-4. Woof. Bro, what is this life-changing news? I think you missed it. You should go back and rewatch the video so you can make sure not to miss out on that. What did you guys think of the deck? I think it's fun. I think it's a good deck. I think we just got bullied. Is there anything we did? We made misplays, actually, now that I think back. A few of them, LOL. But regardless, you know, making 2 new decks a day. Misplays are to be expected. You know, the tunage could be off a bit. It's not like I'm spending a week with these decks fine-tuning them. You know, they get made in half an hour and they get played for a few hours, right? So that's kind of how it goes with the content that we have. There's so much. And we are going to get back to 2 videos a day very, very soon here. I'm just trying to pick up the pieces and progress. So thank you guys for your time and attention. Everybody who's made it this far within the video, you're an absolute legend. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share to a friend. And yeah, support financially if you want to really help out on Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, and the Amazon link. Take care. Go watch another video. Have yourselves a magical day. We'll talk to you soon.
Nice.